So guys, I'm going to show you two techniques, two methods to blend colors in Sketchbook, and yeah, you can use either one of them. So let's just begin with the first one. So let's just suppose we have a color right here. So let's just suppose you want to blend this out with the skin color. Now what I'm basically gonna tell you guys here is how these colorless brushes work in the Sketchbook. They do have some smudging brushes as well, and they do work similar to the blending tool in Procreate. So yeah, you can do that either, and to do that you can just watch my video on how to blend colors in Procreate, and the same techniques applies here. But I prefer using colorless brushes, and I would recommend you guys to use those brushes as well, because these brushes are actually really good as compared to blending tool, and I'm gonna tell you why. So you want to pick this brush up, and you want to make sure the sizing is up to you, but the flow should not exceed 50%, and you want to keep the strength up to 30%. So that's how the settings goes of the brushes. Now I'm just going to increase the size of it. So I'm just going to show you how this brush really works. So obviously when you are gonna push the color from pink to the skin color, it is just gonna smoothly push the color from pink to the skin color as it would do with the blending tool in Procreate or any other software. Maybe even on the paper, when you do it, when you're pushing the color, one color to other color, just, you know, I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I cannot explain things, so that's how it goes. That is basic, that is you know, pretty standard. That's how these brushes work. But the one thing that I really like about this brush is when you go with the brush alone on somewhere on the canvas like this, you can see some of the colors coming out, just because some of the color is still left on the brush, as it would do when you're drawing in real life, when you're painting on a paper or you're sketching on a paper. The blending tools or the brushes, you know, have some of the color left on their bristles. So that's how this brush actually works, and that is the reason why I really like this brush, because it's almost like the real brush that we use on paper. And I love using those brushes. As you can see, it is blending the color out really nicely, and when I'm painting over somewhere else on the canvas just alone with the brush, it has some of the color left, and this is amazing. And I will show you guys how you can use it. You might know how to use it if you know if you are used to painting on paper or sketching on paper, and you know how to blend colors on paper, but you are confused digitally how to do it digitally, then you might know how to do it. So this is the technique number one, and I will show you how to use it later. But let's just focus on the second technique, which is blending the colors just with the brush. So the basic technique is basically to, you know, making sure how much pressure you are putting on the screen like this. The more pressure I put, the more color I get, the more pigment I get, and the lighter pressure I put on the screen, the lighter color I get. Now, keeping that in mind, you can actually, you know, blend some colors together. So let's just suppose this is the color you want to blend out with a skin color. What you would do is you would just increase the size of the brush slightly, and then just go over the harsh line that we have that you want to blend in circular motions like this. Now I do have a video on how to blend colors without blending tool, so you might want to check that out as well. That is just similar to this technique that I'm showing you right here. And you want to go again over the harsh line that we have until we have a smooth surface. So you want to really master how and when to put more pressure and lighter pressure. I hope that makes sense. Once you have that, you can always go back and increase the size of it and just blend it all together like this, really lightly like that. And the reason why I like this technique is because it really doesn't, you know, smoothens out everything and flattens everything, and that's why I really like this technique. Now we have these two techniques. I prefer using both of these when I am painting something, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm just going to quickly shade something for you guys. So now guys, I'm going to show you how these techniques really work and how to use these techniques in your drawing. So I'm just going to quickly draw and paint lips. So now I'm going to pick up the colorless brush. I'm going to show you how to really create a shape out of nothing just using this brush. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over these lines right here just to blend them a little bit, and I'm just going to increase the size of the brush like this. And now I'm just going to create the whole shape of the lips. As you can see here, I'm creating the whole shape of the lips. I'm not even going over those lines. As you can see, the brush still has some of the color left, and it is helping me out in creating the shape of the lip, and also at the same time blending things out really nicely. So now I'm going to show you how the second technique works, where I blend colors just using the brush. So I'm just going to increase the size of the brush. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to put more pressure where I want heavy pigment, and going to put lighter pressure where I want lighter pigmentation. So watch me as I shade the lips. So as you can see, the lips are already looking good by using both of the techniques as I showed you. And that's how you basically use these techniques in your paintings. And yeah, I really hope you found this video helpful, you guys. That is it for today's video actually. And I'm not gonna shade the whole lips because this tutorial is not about how to shade lips. And let me just check if I'm even recording. Yeah. So yeah, I really hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, please comment down in the comment section below if you found this video helpful, and also give this video a big thumbs up. And I'm going to be drawing something else again, and I'm just going to speed through the process. You guys can really see how I paint in Sketchbook. So yeah, these are the techniques that I personally use when I'm using Sketchbook, and I think they are kind of better than using blending tool Procreate has. I'm not saying that blending tool is any bad or anything, but I personally like using these techniques. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys the next time.